Hello friends, in this video we are going to build a simple REST API using React.js. So first of all, React.js is a framework of JavaScript and that is provided by Facebook. To do this project, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, ES6 and Node.js prior knowledge is must required. So let's start. First of all, you have to require this Node.js version downloaded in your machine. Now the time is coming to start our React project. To get React inside our machine, we have to write here npm install create React app, and here write G is for globally. So we can use this create React app command inside our machine from anywhere. And if you are on Mac OS or Linux machine, you have to write here this command. But I am on my Windows 10, so we have to press enter here. To get our project folder, we have to write here create React app, and I name my folder myprog, and after that you have to write here scripts version 1.1.5. So this does not impact to the version of React. This simply impacts the structure of the project. So we will change the structure throughout our project anywhere, but to start with the same and press enter here. This might take some time. Now you can see here my program is successfully added, and inside package.json you can see this. To start our React app, the command is start. So first of all, go inside my myprog folder, and after that we have to write here npm run start, and you can see here Chrome is open automatically, and on our 3000 port we have to see this welcome to React. For now, open this app.js file inside our source and remove this stuff first of all, and add h1 tag here. This is React app. Now closing h1 tag. Now save it, and you can see here Chrome is automatically reloaded, so we don't have to terminate our server and start again like some another framework. Now we want to remove this logo.svg file because we write here only this is React app, and here you can see there is no logo of React like before. So delete here, and then we have to remove this some CSS stuff. Instead this text align center. Now delete and save it, and then here we remove this logo.svg file, so remove this import. Now save this, and yes, this is as before. Notice here this is looks like HTML syntax, but this is not HTML, this is JSX, and it is similar like HTML. Now I want to add another tag here. This is working like, and save it and open your Chrome. You can see here this is working. Now React is all about components. Here there is only one component. Let's add a new component inside our folder. Let's create a new folder named person, and inside that I want to add a file like person.js. Now first of all import React like this, but here we don't want to add this component. Now create a new constant called person, and this is a function syntax. and I want to return inside that. Let's add a div component here. Inside that I have to add this p tag and write here hello, I am Joel. Sorry, this is typo here. And I want to use this person.js inside my app.js file. So first of all we have to export this. So export default person here, so that we can export this function by using this person constant. Now save this and add here import person. This is name is up to you, and this is from our person module. Now I want to use this component, so here I have to write person and again save it, but there is an error. So here this is small p, and I want this person inside my source, so let's move this. Now again save this, and you can see this hello I am Joel is added, and that is inside our person.js file. Now I want to show advantage of our component. So first of all paste 2 times, and after save you can see here hello I am Joel is for 3 times, so we don't have to write for 3 inside this file. So this is the advantage of our component. Now let's do something new, and I want to add name and place inside all of my 3 component. So like this, I want to add here a children property. So instead this person tag, whatever we write, this is called as children property. I want to write here my age, that is 19. Now again save it. Now we have to tell this our person.js that we included inside this component. So first of all we have to use this props property, and that is by default inside our React. So props is a special keyword in React which stands for properties and is being used for passing data from one component to another. But the important part here is that the data with props are being passed in a unidirectional flow. So we can use these all of these components inside this file. So we have to write here I am props dot name to show our name, and I live in props dot place. Now save it and open your browser, and you can see here all of this name and here all of that place. So this is the advantage of props property inside React. So we can use and share this component inside both of these file. But here you can see this, the my age is not added because I again mentioned this is children property. To use that we have to write here props dot children, and now close the p tag, and now you can see here my age, and you can see below this Joel, and because we added age only in this tag. Now I want to add a button tag here. and I use a handling event like switch name. After clicking on this button, this name will automatically change. To change this name, we have to store inside a variable because this is a hard-coded property and we cannot change it, and we have to store inside our non-hard-coded property. And to do this, we have to use a built-in function called state, because React component has a built-in state object. The state object is where you store property values that belongs to the component. When the state object changes, the component re-renders. Earlier we used props property that is managed by outsiding, and now we use state that we manage inside our component. And by using this state property, we have to manage component internal data. Now create a new property inside this JavaScript object. I name it persons, but name is up to you. Persons, and right here all the name and place. Name John, and I want to replace this like this. Oops, we have to use this state below this component, and we have to use this return inside our render. Remove this and add a closing tag here, and here also this. Remove this person because this is not a property. And to use this property, we have to write here name is equal to this dot state dot our property name persons and index number 0 dot name, and for place this dot state dot property name index number 0, and here this is place. And do this for below this stuff. Paste here. This is index number 1, this is 2, and here we forgot to add comma, and the error is showing because we use this equal to sign. Instead of equal to, we have to use semicolon. Now save it, and you can see the output as before. There is no change, but we added a state and a person's property, and this is non-hard coded way. And we don't use this button property yet, so we have to write on click method. Remember, this is JSX syntax, so the C is capital, and write this parenthesis to execute some dynamic code. And to change name, let's add here a new method called switch name handler. And remember, this is the method you are not actively calling, but you are assigned is as event handler. And this is our ES6 arrow function syntax. and here I want to change this state. So now copy here inside, and I want to change the name like John to Johnny, Joel to Shah, and place to Gandhinagar, and save this first. And to call this method we have to write inside this on click this dot name of the method, and I write this because this all this stuff inside this class, and using this class property inside our class we have to write this. And to change our current state to this operating state we have to write here this dot set state method. Inside that we have to write persons. Now save it and open your browser, and you can see here after clicking this switch name the name is changed John to Johnny and Joel to Shah, and my place is also changed. So this is the use of this switch name handler and the set state property to update our state. Now I want to do some modification inside our project, like whenever I am click on this button after that the property has been changed. But now I want to do like whenever I am click on this statement after that the property has been changed. To do that, add a new property inside app.js, call here click, and like this we have to paste here this dot switch handler, but we also have to tell our person.js. So here we have to write on click method, and this is JSX syntax, so C is capital, not like HTML or JavaScript. In JavaScript C is not capital, and we have to use this props dot click method. Now again save it and refresh now, and you can see here whenever I am click on this statement the name and all this property has been changed. So as of now the button is useless, so we have to add something new inside our project. We have to pass a parameter inside our switch name handler like new name, and here instead of Johnny I have to write new name. And to use this parameterized method we have to first of all call this to call a parameter like new name. There are two different ways. The first way is we have to use this bind property that is default in React.js. So I write here bind to refer my new name, and inside that I want to write this and the name of that I want to change here. So whenever I click on this statement and the bind method is referred to the our set state property by using this, because this all of the property inside our class. And the second method to refer this new name parameter is to add a function here and adding a parameter like I want to add a full name like Maximilian. The name is up to you. So now save it and open your browser. So whenever I click my button you can see this the name is changed to Maximilian, because inside button we have to pass this parameter, and whenever I click on this statement the name is changed to Max, because inside our statement I pass this Max name. Now I want to add a input box below my this statement. So to do that, first of all, I copy this switch name handler and I add a new method like name change handler. Change the name here to name change handler, and here I want to pass event built-in method instead of new name, because with JSX you pass a function as the event handler rather than a string. And I want to use input box, so inside my person.js file I want to use input type is equal to text, and a method name is onChange, and here props dot change property, and value of our input is props dot name. Closing this tag. So first of all, use this change property inside our app.js. So in this second statement, after click statement, I have to write change property, and this is called to our name change handler, and inside my name change handler, instead of this name I have to use this built-in method like event dot target dot value to use that input value inside our name, and instead of new name we have to write name like max here. Now save all of these to file and open your browser, and you can see the new modification. So whenever I write inside my input box like hello, and you can see here the name is automatically added because we added here event.target.value inside our second statement. So this is done only inside my second statement, and here you don't allow to write anything. Now let's add some CSS stuff inside our project. So this is all syntax inside our person.js file. So inside our person module we have to create a new file called person.css. The name is up to you, and I want to add a class, and this is JSX syntax. So here the class name instead of only class, and the name of my class is person. Now save this, and here I want to add a class person, and inside that width is like 60%, then margin is 16 pixel, but this is auto. Border, this is 1px solid, and here some light color like this, and I want to use box shadow, and this is 0 2px. This is the HTML stuff, so I don't go inside detail, and I want to use some dark color like CCC, and here I want to add padding for 16 pixel, then text align also, and this is center. Now again save it and add this inside our person.js file like import person.css Now save it and open your browser, and now you can see the nice simple stuff. Yes, so our project is done successfully. Let's revise it. Whenever you click on this statement or whenever you write inside this input box the name of John and the place is changed like this, you can see it. And otherwise you like a name here, the also the name and city is changed. And we also added a button called switch name here, so whenever you click on switch name the name and place is also changed. So I hope you guys like this simple React project, and the REST API is only for beginners. And this is not a brief of React.js framework, but by creating this simple REST API with React.js, you can get something new knowledge about what is React and how it works. So you can create your own project on React framework after seeing this video. I hope you guys like a simple project on our React framework. If you like really, then press like and subscribe to my channel to get more new videos.